Hey all, Nuts Gamer here, welcome to Pickle Splash number 2, where today we're going to be having a look at the games that I've picked up on various formats throughout August, sticking them in the machines, having a blast and seeing if they're any good. So let's hop over to the table, unwrap some of these, have a look and have a play.
Yes, let's go on this one here.
Right, so we'll start with a couple of games from a few generations ago that I found at my local charity shop for absolutely next to nothing, which is brilliant. And the first one is the fantastic Dantes Inferno on the PlayStation 3. Now, I played this on the Xbox 360 and I really did enjoy this game. And I tell you what, I got it for the princely sum of about £1.99, my friends. The game looks okay. The manual has a barcode stuck on it, which is really irritating. Really irritating. It's probably been through a vendor like Game or Game Station or something in the past. Hopefully the disc is going to be a happier story there. Oh, that's not too bad. Minimal. A few fingerprints on there, no scratches. So I'm going to fire the PlayStation 3 up, have a go on Dantes Inferno. So here we are with Dantes Inferno on the PlayStation 3. A hack and slash game along a similar vein to, like, you know, Devil May Cry, God of War, Bayonetta, that kind of thing. You pick up combos and kill loads of stuff in a lovely, frantic way. But in this, I think you play as Dante, who for some reason feels the need to redeem himself for something really atrocious he's done in his past by going on a romp in hell, killing everything. I think you start off by having to kill Death, steal his scythe, so you can then go into hell and start sort of tearing it a new one. Watch out, mate. Oh, right in the back. Oh, it's very unsportsmanlike that. It's alright, Dante, it's just a flesh wound, mate. Come on. Okay, so Death has appeared. Now take a leaf out of Arnold Rimmer's book, kick him in the nuts and run away, mate. Oh, there we go, look, just a flesh wound.
I will redeem myself.
Let's kick his ass.
You are mine.
No, I'm afraid Dante wants you, my friend. Whoa. Ah, there we go, look, left trigger to block. That's helpful. You're relentless, Death. You're absolutely relentless, mate.
Dare you resist me, mortal?
Let's look at the pad to remember where Circle was. Played too many different formats to remember button layouts. Whoa! Evade. There we go. Ah! Execute him.
Impossible.
Square. Now we have your weapon, mate. Oh, you have no idea how much quick time events frustrate me. So nearly got that wrong. And there we go. Dante tears Death a new one. Steals his weapon. I'm assuming now we go to hell and just kill some stuff. Next up we have Assassin's Creed Brotherhood on the Xbox 360. I got this for the princely sum of 99p from my charity shop near me, which I thought was a really good bargain. Disc and manual are in there. The disc is in not a bad condition. There's a few minor scratches, probably where it's been spinning around in the box. The rest of that's dirt, so we can clean that off and have a play with that. So here we are with Assassin's Creed Brotherhood on the Xbox 360. Everything looks relatively nice. I'm not familiar with this franchise, and I'm just going through the motions at the beginning of this game. As you can see, it's a variety of cutscenes pop up. I'm assuming it's the traditional buffet of Assassin's Creed, sneak around, killing people, winning stuff over. This one, it looks like you get to build up some sort of brotherhood to come and help you out fight the Romans. But that is all I really know about this, so let's see if I can get myself into a little bit of trouble here. Get out of the way, guys. So we follow this guy here. Wonder where you're going to take me, Mario. Sorry, mate. Bit of combat, there we go. So this is how it's going to flow in this. It's a little floaty. Ah, there we go. Let's float across the rooftops with you majestically. That's not quite majestic enough, is it? There we go. So, as you can see, I like the finesse and the flair to really get the most out of these games. Except for these bits where I don't mind kicking someone's butt. There we go, Sir, right in the back. There we go, Mario. So we've reached the top of the tower. That's the beginning of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood on the Xbox 360. I kind of got a vague idea how to play this. It's not bad combat-wise, but the traversing the platforms and stuff seems to be something you'd have to get used to if you're not familiar with this. But worth a bit of gameplay, I'd say.
Jump!
Jump! Come on, jump, mate. Off you go.
As we swan dive down into the water, there we go, guys. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Xbox 360. Rather nice looking game for this machine, I suppose. Next game.
In the same charity shop, on the same shelf in fact as Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, I found a PSP game which isn't unusual to see in a charity shop, but it wasn't a copy of the Simpsons movie on UMD, and it wasn't a platinum copy of FIFA, which is all you tend to see. I actually found a copy of R-Type Tactics on the PSP. Now, I'm a big shoot 'em up fan, and I didn't know this game existed, but that's not really an issue because it looks more like a strategy style game than a shoot 'em up. But it'd be interesting to see what that's like. And there we get the UMD, so all nice in there, and the instructions too. And behind it, what looks like, got some cool, like, sort of glossy prints, which I'm putting my fingers all over. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty cool. And there's the last one. That looks like something from Alien. And the final game I picked up during my charity shop hunting this month was Deus Ex on the PlayStation 3. I do own it on the Xbox 360 as well, but I must confess I've never played either of these. Disc and manual are in the box. Disc is pretty much brand spanking, so it's a minter. The box is a little weathered, but what do you want for £1.99, man? That's nice and cheap for £2. So that'll go on the PlayStation pile. So here we go, here's Deus Ex Human Revolution, a first-person action RPG where you play as protagonist Adam Jensen, who becomes augmented for some reason and goes on a rampage looking for answers. That's what I got from reading the back of the box, as that's about all I know about this game. Never played it, but let's see what there is. There's lots of dead bodies, that's what there is here. There we go, first taste of how the game feels. Very wooden on a PlayStation 3 controller. I was definitely not a fan of this controller. Whoa, invisible chick. Okay. And the door opens and the invisible chick's gone. I don't want to fight the invisible chick. So kick my ass. That's it. Is that all of them? No, there's him over there still. There we go. So this must be why you become augmented. Because this guy just beats the living snot out of you. Yeah, there's not much of me left. Oh dear. So that's how you become your augmented human, and now we know that this poor bloke goes on a massive rampage now, trying to find these guys who tried to kill him. Deus Ex Human Revolution. The controls might not be great on console, but I wouldn't mind playing that a bit more. So there we go, that's what I picked up from charity shops this month. Not too bad at all. So next up we've got some Sega Saturn games I've been picking up this month too, starting off with Mobile Suit Gundam Side Story Part 2, which now completes the Mobile Suit Gundam Side Story trilogy, so I'll be able to play through these soon, understand absolutely nothing of what's going on in the world around me, but at the same time have loads of fun, because these were pretty cool little shooters when I tried them out in the previous video. Presented really nice in this sort of book format case. There's a little weather in there inside, but I'm not too fussed there. And the disc is in really good condition, so that's also a bonus. So here we have Gundam Side Story Part 2. which is pretty much the same as part 1 on 3 in terms of how it plays. Nice little shooter. I mean, the more I play these, the more time I spend with these, the more fun they are becoming. It's quite a lot of fun fighting some big mechs, and not a bad looking Saturn title as well. So 3 of these is going to be plenty of gameplay, lots of fun to be had, as long as it doesn't get too difficult to understand. There's another one down. So yeah, it's pretty much exactly the same affair as last time. The graphics are nice, everything's pretty solid, it's not really glitchy, it's a pretty good looking old 32-bit title. I'm going to be spending a lot of time with the 3 parts of this, I think, in the foreseeable future. There you go. Gundam Side Story Part 2, ladies and gents, on the Saturn. Games of this quality existed in Japan, and we got Virtual High Glide. Next up we have Jewels of the Oracle on the PAL system, which is one of those games I didn't even know existed on the Saturn until I needed it to finish the collection off. Now, it looks like a pre-rendered adventure similar to Atlantis we played last time, or sort of D or Enemy Zero, so I'm not expecting much in terms of interesting gameplay there. The disc and manual are in the box. The disc is virtually minty fresh, which is a good sign. Jewels of the Oracle. So here we go with Jewels of the Oracle, which looks like a lovely pre-rendered game that I really don't like. I'm not too keen on these as they're so cumbersome and time consuming. Now as we walk around this room, everything kind of looks the same. You go around the corner, it's the same rendered cutscene again. It's very cut paste recycled, it's quite clever. We have a triangle on the door this time. We can go through this one, so let's go through the triangle door. What awaits us on the other side of the triangle door? Oh, give me the gems.
Our city and our way.
The text is in Japanese. I'll put my PAL disc in the Japanese system and look at that, it's changed the text. How cool is that? So we'll go with the triangle dude, whatever that means.
Retrace your eager steps and seek the jewels of inward light.
The jewels of inward light. Yes, that's what we need. Retrace your weary steps, traveller, and seek the something that I forgot what it's called. Probably meant just go back to the last door, young man, and click the next bit. Anyway, as you can see, this is one of those pre-rendered games where I will be pointlessly wandering around this room for hours now, looking at the same low-resolution pre-rendered cutscene, trying to work out what to do next. So if these kind of games are your cup of tea, then Jewels of the Oracle is definitely up for you. But for me, it's like watching paint dry, these kind of games, and once you've done them once, that's it. So this next game I do already own, but in the big box with the Virtua gun, and I just wanted it in the standard Saturn case so the collection looks complete when I get that final game, is House of the Dead. Now this wasn't a great conversion to the system at the time, as it comes out towards the end of its life and was a little rushed. It plays really well, but it doesn't look so great. And obviously it's going to play like a turd if you've not got a CRT TV and a Virtua gun. But there we go, House of the Dead, a nice minty manual. And a very minty disc. Oh no! So here we are with the PAL version of House of the Dead on the Sega Saturn. I'm playing it with my trusty controller, so it's going to be really difficult. So let's kill some zombies, man. This is a nice playable port of the game, but as you can see, it looks absolutely dreadful. C to reload, A to shoot, B to speed up. Okay, so yeah, I mean, this was ported to the Saturn in its sort of heyday, in its later years, and it was handled nowhere near as well as like the conversions of Virtua Cop and stuff like that. But it's better than Maximum Force that we played in the last Pickups Blast.
Logan, it's you.
Hi! Oh, I'll find you, mate.
Toby.
Oh, Pulsar she's been captured. Let me go in through the front door. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's
a terrible conversion. If you can get past the super low res graphics on the backgrounds and the sort of glitchiness on the enemies as you shoot parts off them, it's still fun to play. It's a fun romp, but I must say it's not worth what it's currently going for on eBay, man. What is happening to the world of retro games when a copy of House of the Dead is on eBay for 150 quid, man? I mean, this game was about 35 to 40 quid 2 years ago, and I put off picking it up because it was like in the lower end of the spectrum, but oh my word, this game's so expensive now. Yeah, we got him. But without a Virtua gun and a CRT, it does just lose all appeal. Playing these kind of games on a controller is terrible. Not so bad with the mouse, but with the controller, no good, man.
Help!
Sophie!
Are you okay?
She's fine.
Oh, scared.
There, she's in trouble now. See, this rather big geezer's just pretty much caved her in with that. Remember, you got to shoot this guy in the little green blob on his chest. And this first boss's go, I thought it was really difficult, especially in the arcade. Now he's a bogeyman, shoot all his green bullets. Yeah, you think a bigger thing than that would make a meaty noise, but Sega and their cheese, man. I'm dead.
Carrion, or else something terrible will happen.
Sophie! Oh. The House of the Dead.
So next up we're going to look at the games that I've been buying new and sealed, and start off with one I'm not going to unseal, so we'll start off with this one. As I've got Mario Tennis Ultra Smash on the Wii U. I got this very, very cheap, and to be fair, I've got Mario Tennis on the Nintendo Switch. I'm not a fan anyway, so that's just going to go on the shelf of the Wii U collection. You seem to every now and then find these games dirt cheap online, like somebody's found a box of them somewhere. I paid about £4 for this, so I'm quite happy with that. So we'll stick in there. So now let's unseal some of the other new games we got and have a blast, starting off with Evercade, and we have Indie Heroes Collection Volume 1. So let's get in there and have a look what we've got. Oh, it's that fun and exciting. Oh, cool. We've got some stickers. I like it when these come. Some stickers for Kevin's chair. How good is that? Yeah, like it. So, game manual, stickers. Oh, cartridge. Indie Heroes Collection Volume 1.
So here we are with Indie Heroes on the Evercade, which I've got plugged into my capture doodah. So we'll start off and we'll have a look at the first game that it displays, and we've got Alien Cat. Oh, this looks like old school Amiga puzzle game. Got those. Switch. Ah. Right, so simple premise there, isn't it? You just have to collect the keys and get to the exit. Ah, now we can see it's getting a little devious. It started me with 2 cats. So how on earth? Okay, onto the red button. Spikes are gone. There we go. It's the exit, guys. So yeah, Alien Cat 2. I guess you were spending a bit of time with that. It was quite fun. Love it. Proper NES vibe. Dude World. Oh yeah. Collect the crayons. Jump over the stuff. Or on the stuff. I don't want to jump on him, he's got that. I don't think I can jump on a pencil's head. Nice, cute, little NES platformer. Oh, he says missing a very easy jump. No, what are we doing? there we go, like it. Nice simple platformer. The flea. Let's check the flea. There's a lot to get through, so I'm just going to blast, blast, blast. Ah, merciless. Very Super Meat Boy like. Oh. There we go. Guess that is Super Meat Boy-esque. One screen, one level platformer almost. It's good. I can see it's getting quite difficult though. Whoa. Whoa! Okay, I'm not even going to try and kill enemies, I'm assuming. You just avoid them like the plague. Exits at the top this time. Oh, so for every blood you get a life, because I'm now like 74 lives, so this is going to get insanely difficult, isn't it? Yes, it is. Don't worry, I'm not going to sit here and use 71 lives, but I will get a bit further than this. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, come on. Oh! Oh, same mistake again! So where did we get to? We were playing the crazy flea game, which is awesome, but for some reason it crashes my Evercade. So we're now playing Foxyland. Ah! Tell you what, he's an angry looking fox, isn't he? Right, so we've got jump, jump, jump. Every button jumps. Right. So with all this flute hanging around, I would assume this is a collect 'em up. Looks like in the top corner there we've got to get one of 3 gems we're on. Right, he's got a double jump as well. Yeah, 3 gems in the exit. Take the angry fox to the exit. Gotta love the music, can't you? Oh, brilliant. Okay, great, great. Foxyland. That's a feel-good little platformer. Ooh. Well, another RPG, so I won't bother getting into that, but that's got a lovely sort of peculiar look to it, hasn't it? Let's have a go on Twin Dragons. Here we go, Twin Dragons. Because I'm an old man, let's play it on easy. We've got another NES platformer on our hands here. It's a little faster paced than most of the others, a bit better put together. Yeah, nice, speedy. It's got that sort of DuckTales feel to it. The way it plays, the speed it plays at, like Chip and Dale and stuff on the NES. If you're old enough to remember theirs. Ah! Damn you, Dragonfly! So another decent platformer there in this little Evercade collection we've got. And one more Evercade game. We have Worms Collection 1, which features the original Worms from the Amiga and 16-bit era, Worms Armageddon, and what looks like a mobile title, Worms Blast. So let's have a look what's in this one. Cool, so cartridge and extras again. What do we have? Nice little manual there. Oh, this reminds me of when you used to get the Master System games when you were a kid. Advertising the next game's coming on Evercade. Nice. Like it. Worms Armageddon. What a game. Let's get dropping some concrete donkeys on people. I loved it. Right. So here we are with Worms Collection number 1 on the Evercade. Starting off with the 16-bit version of Worms. Oh dear, they haven't, have they? They did this with a Data East collection.
Like the Data East collection, you've got the NES version of like all those cool arcade games. And now they're giving us the Mega Drive version of Worms. I mean, out of all the versions you could have given us, I thought you could do 32-bit stuff. You could have just stuck the like PC version of this on, the Amiga 1200, Saturn, PlayStation, anything. Mega Drive. Well, this ain't going to be good, man. I don't even think I want to play this. No offense to any Mega Drive fans out there, but seriously, you couldn't have picked a worse version of Worms. Let's put a team together and start. No intros, no cool sound effects, no like eerie music over the top. And you've really got to know who's who, otherwise you're going to blow everybody up. So just like that, there we go. Everybody gets a good one. I'll drop that on his head. I mean, the samples are terrible. It's a Mega Drive game. Bye, Wiz. Bye. So, I'm coming out of that. What else have we got on here? That's a bit more like it. Look, Worms Armageddon. Ah, marked improvement already, look. This is what was missing from the last one. Sort of comical intros that you used to get on the Worms games in between matches. Uh-oh, backfired. Poor peon. I know you didn't do anything, mate, did you? Hey! More like it. Bit rude not to do this one. I mean, this game is absolute phenomenal fun when you've got a group of people around a TV. I'm sure with the more modern ones you can play them online, but there was nothing better than having you all sat there together, just coming up with plans for taking people out, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. Let's try another sheep. Here we go. Oh, brilliant. Did I get a 3? I got 3. That was a good super duper sheep there. It's a close match of Worms with Not Gamer versus Not Gamer. He's gone to a nail-biting airstrike finish to pick a victor. Jamie and his magic torch is victorious. Bass sank like the Titanic. Worms Armageddon, ladies and gents. Probably the best game I've had on my Evercade so far, because I just love this game. So I'm going to be spending a lot of time with this. So now we have Worms Blast from 2002. A game I've never played, but from the screenshots kind of looks a lot like Bust a Move from the same era where you had to pop the gems with the same coloured gems by shooting at the screen. I'm assuming in a Worms style you'd be using the Worms weapons to do the similar sort of thing, because it just looks a bit like a rip-off. It's quite clearly a Game Boy Advance game. Very bad music. I mean, everything's out of time. Ugh. Right, yeah, so it's the same look. Yellow bomb, red bomb. Uh-oh. And if you hit them with the wrong one, you change the colour of them. Let me have a red one. It's not exactly a Worms game, but it's not too bad by the looks of things. Yeah, so Worms Blast, I don't care what anybody says, that is just a Bust a Move rip-off. So now I move on to the last part of my pickups for this month, and it's a stack of games I've been getting hold of for the Nintendo Switch. Starting off with Alex Kidd in Miracle World, DX, the reimagining or remake of the original Sega Master System built-in classic that irritated us all with its rock, paper, scissors games. So let's pop this open and see what we get in there. Oh, I like it. I'm flipping that inlay around immediately. Look at the Master System box. Alex Kidd the keyring. Alex Kidd the safety sheet for the keyring. Oh, mate, that's brilliant. Look at that. Proper old school Master System manual with the blue writing and everything. I like it. I like it. Let's flip that around, man. That's awesome. Oh yeah, much better. Much better. I like it, man. Sorry, traditional Switch style box, you've been trumped by the original Alex Kidd case. Oh yeah, like it.
So let's have a look at Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX, shall we? And see if it brings me the same nightmares that it brought me as a child of playing rock, paper, scissors. Oh wow. Oh, it does look nice though, doesn't it? That is a treat for the eyes. Beautiful sprite work there. Nice animated backgrounds. No having to flick to the pause menu to use your fireball. Great. Now, if I remember correctly, shooting that one will bring death out, so we're not going to do that. I'm not particularly bothered about picking money up either. Let's just romp through Alex Kidd. Be careful, Jenkins' army is powerful. Oh yes, yes. You'll find out with Jenkins, mate, if you haven't found out yet. He's a very powerful army of people who can defeat you with a simple hand game. I'm not going into this with too many bad, traumatic childhood thoughts of rock, paper, scissors. Oh, the music is the same but different. I love it. It's just, it seems to retain that lovely charm that Sega games had in the 90s. I remember hating this fish. I hated on it so bad because it always did that. It always killed me no matter where I sat trying to punch it. You git. Yeah, here we go. The first level completed. Hey, just the same as munching on his rice ball. Hey, there we go. I remember this. Scrolls too fast, my old eyes, I'm afraid. So there you go. Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX on the Nintendo Switch is really, really nice, but just as difficult as it always was. So let's move on.
Next up, I've got a game from a series I've always wanted to play on the Sega Saturn, but just never been able to afford. We have the Cotton Reboot, which is a cute shoot 'em up that was available in the 32-bit era. Looks like it's been reimagined for the Nintendo Switch, so I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into this one. Let's see what we get. Straight in there. Unfortunately, this one is full of fresh air, ladies and gentlemen, so you just get the game cartridge. Tiny, whiny, little, teeny, weeny game cartridge there.
Okay, here we are with Fantastic Night Dreams Cotton Reboot on the Nintendo Switch. I do love my shooters, guys. I love shooters, okay? This is just a cute one, but apparently it's really good. So let's have a look. I like shooting this stuff. And the cute 'em up is just as good as any other shoot 'em up in my eyes. Because you can skip all the cute stuff. But you can't skip a long loading screen. Why is it on a cartridge? Why is it taking so long? Answers on a postcard, folks. Hey, here we go, stage 1 start. Here we go, fly around. There's your shoot button. So yeah, you just start by shooting stuff. Cool, you can use the D-pad. I prefer the D-pad instead of analog for stuff like this. Okay, kill waves and waves of cute enemies. They drop gems. Change colour when I shoot them. What if they're tied into power-ups? Let's see. Let's collect the yellow ones. Oh, A does a rather kick-ass move there. I'm saying that's like your bomb or your super or something. That's the charge off or wait to replenish it. Let's use it straight away again. There we go. Better not use that. Oh, boss time. Let's use all these bombs on him. Oh right, so you collect the gems, it gives you these bombs. I think at the bottom, because they're depleted as I use them, they're disappearing. Yes, and as you collect the gems, you get more of them back, and they level up. Ah, okay, okay, get it. So at the bottom of the screen, you've got the 4 icons here. They level up as you collect stuff. Oh, oh. Take it. You get the red ones and avoid the others. Probably, or do you collect them all? Don't know. I like the fact they've included this on here as well. That's great. slightly different mechanic to it as well, isn't there? The gems drop down and you have to get sort of and pick them up. Yeah, so on the new version they float there. You've got to catch these before they drop. The new game just seems slightly easier to get these on. Oh, there we go. That was an enemy I didn't see the first time round, wasn't it? Oh dear. Yeah, much more challenging. Much more challenging. But it's nice because you get two different challenging games in one package, which I think is really great there. It's worth the price. There we go, that's the first boss defeated. Here's Cotton Reboot on the Nintendo Switch. Nice little game. So yeah, let's play the next game.
Next up we have the sequel to the cult classic Deadly Premonition. We have Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise for the Nintendo Switch. How cheesy is this one going to be? I can't wait to find out. So let's have a look what we get. And get into this one. Everybody uses my street as a bloody motorway. Again, a box of fresh air with just a game cartridge in. So let's check that one out.
So here we are, Deadly Premonition 2. I've finally got into the game. There's been about 40 minutes of flipping cutscenes at the beginning, which I'm not going to put in this because this video is already running quite long as it is. So let's have a quick wander around here. It's a sequel to the cult classic Deadly Premonition, which I own and still haven't played to this day, which is sort of like a murder mystery survival horror style science fiction horror game really. So let's have a look. I know absolutely nothing about this. The first bit of chat at the beginning, they were all waffling about the previous game, but I didn't know a bean about what was happening. So all I know is I'm this guy called Zach. I'm wandering around a hotel in my pyjamas and I need to find my room. I think I found my room. Ooh, York's room. That must be York, not Zach. That's how confusing the beginning is. Everybody's just calling out the name Zach. I thought I was Zach. Anyway, looking rather suave now. I've got myself dressed in a nice stripy red tie.
Controls the town.
So you're piecing together the evidence you've picked up during the cutscene I'm not including in this video because it was too flipping long. And I appear to have cleared something.
You know, I keep thinking about that movie we stopped to see on our way here, Zach. The Island, 2005, directed by Michael Bay.
What's this got to do with anything?
A genre known as island movies. I sure like this.
Yeah, someone please interrupt him, he's bonkers. Okay, I've cleared answering the door, and answering the door followed with a 20-minute flipping cutscene with a bloke at the door. So if you like sitting around watching people chat, the beginning of this game so far has been sitting around doing nothing.
The faint scent of tobacco baked into these walls for over a century. Now that's what I call a hotel. Zach, can you see him? His fashion sense.
People that enjoy this game and understand the Deadly Premonition series, please forgive me, because if I need to play this to understand anything that I'm seeing on it in a minute, I haven't played it, so I ain't got a clue what's going on.
Now, where in this town can one satiate their hunger? The Alexis's Diner in Lane.
Yes, let's go to the diner and eat stuff.
I bet we'll be able to eat some Cajun cuisine and bowl there. Nice job, Zach. I knew you'd be able to find it.
Oh, so you're you and I'm Zach. I'm
Now
the person inside your head. You're talking to me. So after playing Deadly Premonition for like just over an hour now, I've still got absolutely no idea what kind of game it is. Well, skateboard is your main method of getting around. Really? What kind of game is this? I've been to the diner and there's nothing to do in the diner. And I've spent more time sat around listening to people waffling unskippable crap and watch this tree on the loading screen than I have doing anything else. And I've been playing this game for an hour and a half. It's still loading! I mean, oh my word, this game is dreadful. Please say my Switch has crashed. It hasn't. The game just is taking that long to load. Deadly Premonition, a game where all I've done so far is sit down, listen to people waffle, and roll around the streets on my skateboard.
Now next up is a Mario game in a series I've always enjoyed playing, no matter which generation they've released it on. It's Paper Mario Origami King. Now these games have always had that nice sort of tongue-in-cheek, quirky sense of humour, and they've always impressed me. So let's have a look what we get inside this one. I'm loving this fresh air. I love the inlays on some of these games, though. They are really nice. They detract from the fact that they aren't giving you a manual. So, a box of fresh air and a cartridge again. Paper Mario Origami King.
I always loved the Paper Mario games. They had such a lovely tongue-in-cheek sense of humour to them. Oh, you love Spooky Luigi. Let's go. Oh, a likely story. So it looks like I've got to use these weird origami arms to grab the ball with a motion controller, and there we go, tear that away. This is quite creepy, man. Oh, they're making Bowser watch as they destroy his army. That is quite creepy in a way. So yeah, that was definitely very creepy. Let's go through this door now that's open. Oh, I love it. See, it's that humour I mentioned. Oh, I love it. So here we go again with the weird origami arms. And the motion controls are back. Grab that way. Here we go, the first battle. But what? This game is quite dark sense of humour there. So now we've lined the enemies up, we can just select our boots and jump on them all, apparently. Here we go. Oh yes, I'm Super Mario. You can't get me even if you are folded. So we still need to line the enemies up. Let's bring them round. Hit them with your hammer. There we go. So the battles are interesting. There's a lot to soak in. Bit of cardboard money for Mario. It's going to be a lot of fun to play through this, but it's another one of those time-consuming games I can't really sum up properly in one of these videos, so it's going to be rather short and sweet. So let's move on to the next one. Next up, we have the third game in probably one of my favourite Nintendo series. It started out life on the GameCube and ended up on the Wii U. We have the re-release of Pikmin 3 for the Nintendo Switch. Now, I really did enjoy this. All the different abilities that the Pikmin had, using them and helping you get from point A to point B to collect whatever you needed, take it back to the ship, repair it and move on. Pikmin 3 was a great game, and it added to the formula that was already there for this series. I really did enjoy it. So let's see if again Nintendo have given us a cartridge and a box of fresh air. Yes, they have! And a lovely new inlay as well. Lovely, interesting inlay to detract from the manual. Pikmin Deluxe, ladies and gents. So here we are with Pikmin 3 on the Switch. Hopefully this is going to cheer me up after trying to play Deadly Premonition. Sorry guys if you like that game, not my cup of tea.
It's a little yellow Pikmin.
So yeah, Pikmin was a really cool game. You got to just sort of run around controlling these creatures, and you get them in a variety of different colours, and they all have different abilities as well. So you can see there we've got some horrible things that want to eat us. There we go. I think our Pikmin can beat them up. Boom, there they go, clearing an area for us. So you can see Pikmin just oozes that Nintendo style graphical charm. And it really does show in the polish that it's received since the I think it was first released on the Wii U, this version was. So there we go, we're off with this other little chap. He's found the red Pikmin. Our first obstacle is the lack of a bridge. And part of the ship over there. Or part of what we need over there. So we get these guys to go and build a bridge. It's going to take them a while. There's a little bridge. It took them a while, but they got there. So we get our, what looks like a camera. The little Pikmin will help you with anything. They'll carry these back to the base, and I think it spawns more flowers, so you can pick them and get more Pikmin. Let's follow these guys back up here. And as they put them into the pod, more Pikmin sprout, and you just go around and pick them out of the ground. Hence Pikmin. There we go, we'll get them beating up the maggots, or the grubs. Then I'll take them back and spawn more Pikmin. The more you add, the quicker they carry them back as well. So once you've got loads of Pikmin, you can just keep throwing them on. Look, if you use 10, they carry that much faster. There we go, order them all. Ah, you can order them all to charge at once, much better. And they'll make short work of that wall. And there we go, we've completed the beginning of Pikmin 3. We've managed to orientate ourselves, get our ship, learn the basics of using red and yellow Pikmin, and it was quite a lot of fun. And as you can see, the little Pikmin pod follows you up into the sky, and you can just amass a right army of the little things over the course of the game, and you get the different coloured pods flying around with you, plenty of different abilities with the different Pikmin. I don't think I ever saw all of them in this one. So there we go, Pikmin 3, ladies and gentlemen. Onwards and onwards like this little man's going to go. Cheerio, little fellow.
Now the last game we've got here in this stack is Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD, a remake of the original Wii version of the game. I really did enjoy this on the Wii. The motion controls were a little gimmicky, but once you saw past that, there's a great game underneath. So let's pop open Zelda and see if, again, for the last time, Nintendo have given me a box of fresh air and a cartridge. Open. Ta-da! Box of fresh air and a game cartridge. Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
Here we are with Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, and I've got to admit, I don't remember it feeling this sort of wooden to control. This guy's trying to get me to do some parkour at the beginning, and I fell off here about 4 times. Link just wanders off in whatever direction. There we go, made it up. Not having a free camera is quite irritating. It's very irritating, to be fair, because you have to keep your finger on L1. I love these games. Please go all the way to one end of the island. Please go all the way back to the other end of the island. Now on reflection, when you play them back, you think, how much extra wandering round do you make us do just because your game modes are tiny? So as you can see with most Zelda games, it gets you doing so many mundane tasks to begin with before the game actually wakes up. I'm not going to be prepared to spend enough time with it for this video just to get to that point, so we're going to have a bit of wandering around here. How about hold the button to do whatever the other function of the right stick would be? Why don't we have look as default? I might have looked in the controls to see if you can change it, but what a stupid default control system. If the right stick does nothing on the Pro Controller, then make it the camera. Don't make... You have to hold this and then do the... So let's ask this geezer if we can borrow a sword so I can go into the waterfall. Cool, we got a sword. That didn't take long, honest. Yep, I'll have the sword, whatever you said, bye. On the Wii, you used to swing your arm with the controller to do it, and now you're having to rely on this. Now I can see what the right stick's for. But it's very difficult to pull off, and the controls are really weird. Swing the sword, Link! What else is there? Yeah, it's okay, we'll run away from them. It's easier than trying to fight them, and they're only bats. There you go, mate. Even with these GIMP controls, I managed to get you out. Control criticisms aside, the more you play Zelda, the more you'll get into it once you learn how bizarre it is to play it on a controller if you choose to go with the Pro Controller. But I've had a lot of fun here, and I can see myself playing it some more. So that's the final game we've got in this Pickles Blast, I'm afraid. It might have been a rather long one because there was quite a few games to cram in there. but leaving off with Zelda is not a bad thing. Link looks happy now. He's got his new little flying bird thing. He's very smiley. Yes. So I've been Nods Gamer. This has been my Pickups Blast. We're going to turn Zelda off now. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. And see you again soon.